Welcome to 5 Minutes with FiveLive, where you spend 5 minutes or less on training related to the Five Brothers mobile app FiveLive. In this session, we'll be talking about adding line items to the invoice, the bid, and the damaged property report. From the main screen, select one of the order options to access your orders. Select your desired order. In the lower right-hand corner, you will see a round button with a plus sign. When you touch that icon, the plus sign will rotate and a menu will appear. You will see three options for the damaged property report, the invoice, and the bids. You will also find these options once you've started the order. Select Proceed in the lower right-hand corner to start the questions. Each question page will allow you access to these options as well. To start adding line items to the invoice, select the Invoice button. Once the invoice screen appears, select the Add Invoice button at the bottom of the screen. You'll be able to select the item you're invoicing for from the top drop-down field. This field has a list of pre-populated items that you can scroll through. You can also type in a keyword, which will narrow down the list, making it easier to find what you're looking for. Once you've entered the line item, you can add your notes, price, and quantity. When everything has been entered, you can instantly take your photos for this item by selecting either the camera icon in the upper right-hand corner or select the gallery viewer to add photos previously taken through the app. After the photos have been added, select Save Invoice to save the line item to your invoice. The item will appear with the price and quantity. To add another line item, just repeat the process. In the main order screen, please be aware of the special instructions specific for the order that you're on. You will find requests in this section listing items that need to be bid, photo requirements, and requirements for properly bidding the task. For example, locations, dimensions, and materials needed. Entering bid line items is very similar to the invoice section of FiveLive. Open the options menu for line items and select bids. The bid screen will appear. Select the Add Bid button at the bottom of the screen to bring up the bid form. You will have the option to select an item from the drop-down list or type in a keyword to narrow down the list. Add additional items, causes, and reasons for the reason to bid. You can free type your text into the notes field, then add your price and quantity, unit of measure, and photos. Use the photo option buttons in the upper right-hand corner to add your photos to the bid line item. All line items in the bids, invoice, and DPR require photos to be attached. Once you have all the information entered, select Save Bid to save that line item to your bids. The process for adding a line item to the DPR is very similar to the bids and invoice screens, but allows for more detail in describing the damages. To add the line item to the DPR, select the DPR button to open the form. At the bottom of the page, select Add DPR. A page will appear with the fields allowing you to describe the damages. You can click on the drop-down to scroll through the list of damages, or type a keyword in to narrow down the list for a specific item. To describe the damage in more detail, use the drop-down options to populate the type and status. Enter the text in a description field to help define the issue in more detail. Then choose if this is an issue on the interior or exterior. Use the building and room field to determine the location of the damage. Then enter the dimensions and the quantity, as well as an estimate to cure the damage. Use the Photo Options button in the upper right-hand corner to add your photos to the DPR line item. Remember, all line items require photos to be attached in order to save. When all the information has been entered and the photos attached, you can save the DPR line item by clicking on the button below. To add another line item, just repeat the process. We hope that you found this video informative. Check out our other videos for more tips and tricks with the FiveLive mobile app.